Hey everyone, Sergio with the Rideshare guy from Curbivore 2026. I'm joined by Ashwini, the CEO of Obi, a company that you guys all should be familiar with. So welcome to Curbivore 2026.
Hi, thanks for having me. Great to be here, and also I love the rideshare guy. So
There you go. She got me already. So
I read all Sergio's blog posts.
see that? CEO of Obi is reading it. You should be reading it too.
I did. I have been
So
reading
tell us a little bit about Obi. What is Obi? How long it's been around? What do you guys do?
Sure. Obi is a rideshare aggregator. It's a consumer app that scrapes pricing across 22 different providers globally. In the United States, for example, if you're in San Francisco, you could see Waymo, Flywheel, Uber and Lyft all on one screen in the app and pick the cheapest ride or the fastest ride that you need. We have 1.4 million users, and they're all super users. So our users actually take over 30 ride shares per month, and so they use the app because they're looking for the best discounts.
You know, I always wondered this because in our driver community, there are drivers who only drive Uber or only drive Lyft. I go like, why do you guys do that? You guys should be on all apps. But I also found this out that riders do the same thing. They only drive Uber. They only ride Lyft. I'm like, why? Why don't you just price check? So you were just on a panel. You talked about something, and I want you to talk about, which is the two most important things for a rider. What are those?
The two most important things for a rider are safety in the car and safety in the driver. And I told a funny story on the panel about what happened to me in a Waymo earlier this morning, and it was an unsafe incident. But I would say that it brought up the idea that actually sometimes you really want to have a driver in the car. And having a driver in the car can create safety, also can help you get to where you need to be, help you with your luggage, things like that. And the choice between AVs and non-AV cars now is the context with which the driver needs to get from point A to point B.
That's another thing that a lot of riders care about. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a consumer as well as a driver. Mm-hmm. The two most important things for me is how fast can you pick me up and how much is it? That's about it. It's a commodity business.
Commodity. So that's what I said on the panel, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's like what I said. I said even though, I mean, obviously some people have beautiful cars, some people don't have beautiful cars. Like the AVs are really nice, but at the end of the day, it's a commodity business. And can you get picked up in a quick and efficient way? Can you get there safely? And how much is it going to cost you?
Yeah, so when I talk about the app itself, I'm assuming, or obviously it's on iOS and Android store?
Yeah, it's on iOS and Android. It's free to download. It's free to use. And, you know, it's going to save you money. We can save users about 20 to 30% on rideshares over the course of a year.
Well, let's just real quickly talk about, like, what's the process? So I download the app. I'll put in my pickup point, or the GPS picks up my pickup, and then I'll put in my destination, and then it pops up all the fares that these companies are charging?
So the way that the app works is that you download the app and you link your accounts across the rideshare companies that are there in your region. And then what you can do is see the pricing. If you don't link your accounts, you can still see pricing. It's just not going to be as personalized to you because often there's personalization on price and discounts. So that's the best way to make sure that you're getting the cheapest price possible and the most accurate price.
Well, there you go. Here's CEO of Obi. I highly recommend, if you're a consumer, to go give the app a try. I have it, and every time I travel, I mean, it's quite accurate. The price difference between Uber and Lyft could be 20-30% sometimes.
Yeah, the price difference can be extremely different, especially if you're going to the airport.
I agree. Well, good to see you. Hope to...
Can I add one thing?
Absolutely.
So we're going to be doing more with airport rides, and if anyone works at a black car company that would like to put their inventory onto our app, we would love to bring your brand on. So please get in touch with me. My email is ashwini@rideobi.com.
Yeah, do that. And as we know, there's a trend going on with Uber buying Black Lane, and, you know, they're all moving up to the consumer side that is not affected by the macroeconomy as much, it looks like.
Yes, exactly. And that's the argument I've been making about the AVs versus like Uber's investment and Lyft's investment in the luxury sector. If they truly believed it was all going to be AV, they wouldn't have been buying these companies.
Absolutely.
So it's context dependent. There's still a lot of money to be made in driver-based cars, and it's just the segment that it's offered in.
Well, great to meet you. We'll keep in touch. So just like she said, read the blog, please. It's free. All right, over and out.
Thank you so much.